The world of sports thrives on competition. It's about pushing limits and crowning champions. But what happens when the very definition of level playing field comes into question? This is the heart of the gender eligibility debate rocking the sports world, particularly in combat sports like boxing. We're talking about fairness, biology and identity. It's a complex issue with no easy answers. Imagine two athletes, both at the peak of their game, but one possesses biological advantages that tip the scales. Is it still a fair fight? That's the question we're grappling with. And it's not just about the athletes themselves. It's about the integrity of sport, the fans invested in the drama and the future of competition as we know it. Let's dive into the compelling stories of two remarkable athletes at the center of a significant controversy. Imane Khelif from Algeria and Lin Yuting from Taiwan. Both of these women have shown extraordinary dedication and skill in the world of boxing. They are not just boxers, they are symbols of perseverance and excellence in their sport. Their journeys have been filled with intense training, countless hours in the gym, and numerous matches that tested their limits. Both have fought hard to reach the pinnacle of their sport, earning respect and admiration from fans and fellow athletes alike. Their victories are a testament to their hard work and determination. However, despite their achievements, both have found themselves tangled in a web of controversy that has overshadowed their careers. The issue at hand is not their skill or dedication, but something far more complex. Here's the deal. Both Khelif and Yuting were initially disqualified from the 2023 Women's World Boxing Championships. This shocking decision sent ripples through the boxing community. The reason for their disqualification? They failed gender eligibility tests, a topic that has sparked much debate and controversy in the sports world. These tests, often controversial themselves, suggested they possessed biological advantages deemed unfair in women's competition. The criteria and fairness of these tests have been hotly debated. But hold on, the story doesn't end there. In a dramatic turn of events, both athletes were later cleared to compete in the Paris Olympics, a decision that added another twist to their already complex saga. This unexpected reversal allowed them to continue their dreams of Olympic glory, showcasing their resilience and determination to overcome obstacles. The International Olympic Committee, IOC, gave them the green light, adding another layer of complexity to this already tangled case. Their stories highlight the ongoing challenges and debates surrounding gender eligibility in sports, and their perseverance continues to inspire many. So, we've got two athletes caught in the crosshairs. These athletes have trained their entire lives for this moment, putting in countless hours of sweat, dedication and sacrifice. They stand on the precipice of their dreams, but now find themselves in a whirlwind of controversy. But who's calling the shots? Is it the coaches who have guided them, the referees who enforce the rules, or the officials in the boardrooms making the big decisions? Enter the two power players in this saga: the International Olympic Committee, IOC, and the International Boxing Association, IBA. These organizations hold the fate of these athletes in their hands. Think of them as the governing bodies, the big dogs of the sports world. They set the rules, they enforce them, and they have the final say. Here's where things get interesting. The IOC and the IBA don't see eye to eye. Their disagreements have created a battleground, with each side holding firm to their stance. The IOC, the big kahuna of the Olympics, cleared Khelif and Yuting for competition. They reviewed the cases, considered the evidence and gave the green light. They said, "You're good to go." This decision was a beacon of hope for the athletes, a sign that their hard work had paid off. But the IBA, the boxing authority, initially disqualified them. They had their own set of rules and standards, and they weren't convinced. They said, "Hold on, not so fast." This created a cloud of uncertainty, leaving the athletes in a state of limbo. See the problem? Different rules, different interpretations, and two athletes stuck in the middle. It's a classic case of conflicting authorities, and the athletes are the ones paying the price. Adding fuel to the fire is the controversy surrounding testosterone tests. These tests are supposed to ensure fair play, but they've become a source of contention. These tests, often used to determine eligibility, have come under heavy fire. Critics argue that they are not only unreliable but also fail to capture the full picture of an athlete's capability. Critics argue they're unreliable, don't tell the whole story, and can be discriminatory. The debate rages on, with no clear resolution in sight, leaving the athletes caught in a web of controversy and uncertainty. This isn't the first time the sports world has grappled with gender eligibility. Remember Caster Semenya? The South African runner's case sent shockwaves through the athletics community. Semenya, a dominant force on the track, was also caught in a web of testosterone testing and eligibility disputes. The parallels are striking. Both Semenya's case and the Khelif saga highlight the complexities of biology, identity, and fairness in sport. They expose the limitations of current testing methods and the need for a more nuanced approach. Semenya's story serves as a cautionary tale, a reminder that the decisions made today have far-reaching consequences. It's not just about wins and losses. It's about athletes' rights, human dignity, and the very soul of competition. The drama continued to unfold at the Paris Olympics. Imane Khelif, despite the controversy swirling around her, stepped into the ring ready to fight. And fight she did, emerging victorious against her Italian opponent, Carini. Khelif's victory, however, was far from a clean knockout. Instead of celebration, it ignited a firestorm of debate. Some hailed it as a testament to her skill and resilience. Others cried foul, claiming it undermined the integrity of women's boxing. Even figures outside the world of sports weighed in. Former US President Donald Trump and Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni voiced their opposition to Khelif's participation. The debate, once confined to the sports pages, had spilled over into the realm of politics. The Khelif-Carini fight took another unexpected turn. Carini, just seconds into the bout, withdrew, citing a severe nose injury. The timing, so early in the match, fueled speculation and intensified the controversy already surrounding Khelif. Carini later apologized for not shaking Khelif's hand after the fight. She explained her decision stemmed from the pain and disappointment of the moment, not disrespect. But the damage, it seemed, was done. This incident, whether intentional or not, added yet another layer of complexity to the debate. It highlighted the emotional toll these controversies take on athletes and the need for empathy and understanding, even in the heat of competition. Before the controversy, Imane Khelif was a relatively unknown boxer. Her journey to the Olympics was marked by hard work and determination, but she hadn't yet achieved international fame. Then, everything changed. The gender eligibility debate catapulted Khelif from obscurity to the global stage. Her story became a lightning rod for discussions about fairness, inclusion, and the future of women's sports. Love her or criticize her, one thing was clear: Imane Khelif had become a symbol. Khelif's experience underscores the human cost of these controversies. While debates rage on about rules and regulations, it's crucial to remember the athletes at the heart of it all. These are real people with dreams, aspirations, and the right to compete, The Khelif saga has divided the sports world, creating a rift that seems to grow wider with each passing day. On one side, we have those who champion inclusion and argue fervently for athletes' rights to compete based on their gender identity, regardless of the challenges it may pose. They believe that diversity enriches sport, bringing a wealth of perspectives and experiences that can only enhance the competitive spirit. They argue that outdated notions of binary categories need to be challenged and redefined. On the other side, we have those who prioritize fairness above all else, emphasizing the importance of maintaining a level playing field. They argue that biological differences, particularly those related to testosterone levels and physical advantages, can create an uneven playing field that undermines the spirit of fair competition. They believe that protecting the integrity of women's sports requires drawing clear lines and setting boundaries that ensure fair play for all participants. Both sides raise valid points, making this debate so challenging and nuanced. The complexity of the issue means that simple solutions are elusive. There are no easy answers, no one-size-fits-all solutions that can address the concerns of all parties involved. The path forward is fraught with difficulties and requires careful consideration. Finding a path forward requires open dialogue, empathy, and a willingness to listen to all perspectives. Only through understanding and collaboration can we hope to find a resolution that respects both inclusion and fairness. The Khelif controversy exposed a glaring problem: the lack of clear, consistent guidelines for gender eligibility in sports. The IOC and the IBA, despite being the top dogs, couldn't agree on a unified approach. This lack of clarity breeds confusion, fuels controversy, and ultimately hurts the athletes caught in the middle. It's time for a change. The sports world needs to come together, athletes, coaches, scientists, and governing bodies, to create a framework that is fair, inclusive, and grounded in scientific understanding. This isn't about excluding anyone, it's about protecting the integrity of sport and ensuring a level playing field for all. The future of competition depends on it.